Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the topic of notations in Python programming. In notations part, we are going to discuss about flowchart, pseudocode, and then the programming language. So first, we are going to see about the flowchart. So flowchart is defined as a graphical representation of the logical for problem solving. It is a pictorial representation where you can able to get a clear idea about what the problem is, and then it is a visual representation. This flowchart symbols what we have been using to draw the flowchart I have listed here. So this symbol is a flow lines we will be using it. It is used to connect the symbols, and then this oval symbol is for terminal. It is used for starting the flowchart, and then if you are going to end it, then we need to specify it. And then for input and output, we need to specify the decision box, that is the parallelogram box. We need to specify it, and then to process the logic, we need to use the rectangle box. And then if we need to check the conditions, we need to use the decision box, that is a diamond symbol. And then if you are going to connect different flow lines, then we need to use the connector, that is a round symbol. And then if you are going to use any sub functions, then we need to use this symbol. And then the flowchart, the main rules for writing the flowchart is the flowchart should be clear and neat, and it is easy to follow. Surely it must be the logical representation with the start and finish. Only one flow line should come out from a process of each symbol, and then one flow line should enter a decision symbol. However, 2 or 3 flow lines may leave the decision symbol, and then one flow line should be used in the terminal symbol. What are the advantages of flowchart is communication is good, and then effective analysis is done, proper documentation, and then efficient coding, and then proper debugging. So these are all the advantages of using the flowchart. And then pseudocode. So pseudocode, it consists of a short and then readable format of a styled English language which is used to explain an algorithm. It doesn't include the details like variables, declarations, and subroutines. It is easy to understand for the programmer who doesn't have a idea to program. And then the general working of a program is explained with the help of the pseudocode. It is just a sketch of a program before the actual code which you are going to write. And then here the guidelines they have given us. We need to write one statement per line, and then each keyword should be as capitalized, indent to hierarchy, end multiple line structure, keep statements language independent. And then this is a pseudocode. So what are the keywords we use to write in the pseudocode is for the pseudocode, if you need to represent the comment, then we need to use /:, and then for begin and end, for starting the statement, and then ending the last statement, we need to use the end. And then this input, get, and read, these keywords are used for inputting the data. Compute and then calculate, for calculating the result of given expression. And then for add, subtract, and initialize, these are used for this addition purpose for add, subtract is for subtraction, initialize we will be giving as for if you are going to assign a value to a variable, initialize we will be using. Output, print, and display, it is used to display the output of the program. If, else, and then end if, used to make a decision making. And then while, end while, it is used for iterative statement. For, end for, it is also an iterative statement with incremented or decremented tested will be done. So pseudocode, here it shows an example of two numbers, addition of two numbers. We need to begin. After that we need to get a and b value by using add. We need to add two variables a and b, and then result will be stored in the c variable. We need to print the c variable, and then we need to end the pseudocode. And then the programming language, in the programming language, it is a set of symbols and rules for instructing a computer to perform some specific task. So what the programmer what he need to do is he need to follow some specified rules before writing the code. So what he need to do is the user has to communicate with the computer using some language. So that is what they are referring it to as a programming language. And then here we have three types in the programming language. One is machine language, assembly language, and then the high level language. So the machine language is usually they will be reading with zeros and ones. And then assembly language is converting your high level language to machine readable form. And then the high level language is usually the assembler use whatever we are giving the code, that is of the high level language. Okay, so this is about the thing which we have discussed today about the notations, pseudocode, flowchart, and then what we have pseudocode, flowchart, and then programming language we have discussed. Thank you.